Women M&Ms. You know, it's my favorite story today. Say it again. Women M&Ms. The parent company for M&M'S, Mars, has debuted new feminist bags of, quote, celebrate women everywhere who are flipping the status quo. The new brand features an all-female lineup of M&M characters. One includes green and brown M&Ms holding bags on the beach. Because I guess that's all we do as women. Right? I don't know.
Hang out together and go to the beach.
Because I mean, that's not what we're doing right now.
Exactly.
But anyway, a purple M&M was added to push acceptance and inclusivity. Okay.
Fox News is mad at M&M's again. I mean, that's the headline for the story. Anything M&M's does is going to enrage Fox News or faux outrage Fox News, because Fox News needs to cover 24 hours of news a day. They need to fill that time. They have a contract actually to do that. And one could easily do that by talking about the dark state of things when it comes to income inequality, the minimum wage not being raised, access to health insurance, the cost of higher education, inflation, the opioid epidemic. There's a lot of things, but that gets into areas where it might get people to want the government to step in. And so it's a little bit easier to just be frustrated by candy. Anyway, here's a bit more chocolate-related outrage.
When you look at the package, the women are upside down. And I understand flipped, but thank you very much, we stand on our own. We don't need to be shown on a package looking crazy upside down.
I mean, if this is what you need for validation, an M&M that is a color that you think is associated with feminism, then I'm worried about you. I think this is the kind of thing that makes China say like, oh good, keep focusing on that. Yeah. Keep focusing on giving people their own color M&Ms while we take over all of the mineral deposits in the entire world.
I want chocolate without commentary and coffee without Latin.
Excuse?
I don't want a venti, I want a grande, I want a small, medium, or large.
Oh God, that was terrible. That was so terrible. No, they want politics with their products. They just don't want those products with their products. He doesn't want the idea that women are independent. That's clear, and they understand what their role on that network is, which is to poo-poo literally anything that encourages acceptance or equality for women. That's what they're supposed to do. Maybe they're actually bothered by it. I don't know. Maybe they wake up and get really aggrieved by the packaging on candy. I don't know. Maybe that's honest. But I think it's a little bit more likely that they know that they're supposed to tell their audience, which is predominantly male, that anything that hints towards more equality for women is not only ridiculous, but also dangerous, because it's an either or thing, Yaz. Either you get the candy wrapper or you secure mineral deposits around the world for some reason.
That was a moment that I had when I was watching that clip, and I was just like, how did we get here right now? How are we at mineral deposits? I mean, first of all, what is wrong with sitting on the beach? I would love to be sitting on the beach right now. Like, should these M&Ms have been sitting behind an anchor desk? Would that have been more palatable, pun intended, for the women of Fox News? I don't know. But I mean, this is like the most harmless campaign that I can think of. It's not hurting anybody. But this particular demographic that they seem to be targeting with this kind of content, the white man who watches Fox News, they can't handle something that is not about them. They can't handle a news story that is not about them. They're mad that they can't find a way to insert their way into relevancy in this space that is defined by celebrating women. It's so harmless, and this is such an overreaction.
Yeah, it's just candy. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you'd asked me, is there a purple M&M? I would have said yes, because I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
it's
that's
fine.
new.
It's like totally fine. Yeah, you know what's not new? Corporations trying to appeal to the audience that they are trying to accrue. That's the most
and honestly, of all the horrible examples we have of that, of corporations trying to appeal to the masses, this one's pretty okay. Like, it's not hurting anybody, and sometimes they're not great.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.